Hi everybody, it's Harriet here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about building connections and contacts. And as we all know, in the creative industries, it is very, very difficult to get full-time work. So therefore, it's very important that you start to build a catalogue of contacts and connections, either from university or previous jobs. Now, I've made a list of all the things I'm going to talk about in this video, so I'm going to start off with LinkedIn. Now, if you don't know what LinkedIn is already, it's basically a professional business version of Facebook. And what you do is you create a profile which is completely free, and you post only on there job opportunities that you've done. So you might post a photo of you at a theatre and blog about your work experience there. And it is also a very important tool to connect with alumni, not just from your university, but universities across the country and employers and recruiters as well. So yesterday I was on LinkedIn and I came across an employee from Butlins. And this person had worked at Butlins for about 7 years, and he worked in the entertainment department. So I thought it was a brilliant opportunity to message him, and I just messaged him about how he got started and if he could offer me any advice. And it was brilliant because he sent me over an email address and gave me a few hints and tips about the type of work that you'd be doing and the hours and the salary as well. So that's another important tip. Don't be scared to contact people. I love it when people ask me questions about what I've done, and I love helping people, so don't be scared to ask questions. If you do find somebody interesting on there, to just drop them a message, introduce yourself and ask them for any help or questions that you may have about their role, and it might potentially help you in the future. I use LinkedIn as like a professional CV as well, so I'm constantly updating it with these videos, for example, and bits and pieces that I'm doing. And also, if I find any articles that may be useful to other people in my industry and area, I share those as well. So it's a very good platform to not just help others, but also showcase what you're doing as well. So the next point I'd like to go on to is networking. Now, networking is one of those things that can be quite daunting, especially for current students or graduates even. Networking is a bit like your CV. You build it over time, and the more you network, the more confident you'll become. I have done a video on networking already, so I'll pop that in the description box below. I think one of my best tips in terms of networking is just keep contacting companies and organisations that you've worked for in the past. So for example, I've worked for the Theatre Royal in the past, so I always keep my hand in with them. So if there's any opportunities that come up, I'm straight onto them. And also I network with people who I know who work in the theatre, along with other organisations and companies that I've worked for as well. And it's also important to note as well, networking is only half the story. It's also about building up a good reputation. So what I mean by that, building a reputation in terms of your work ethic, whether you are good at time management, whether you work hard, whether you keep in regular contact with people. And when you're doing a work placement or you're working for a job vacancy, employers and recruiters and companies know whether you're a hard worker and whether you're going to build a good reputation or not. And you'll soon know when you start to get a good reputation for a company. So for example, the grotto job that I worked last Christmas, because I worked as an elf in a grotto, I kept on getting good feedback from the manager and the company. So I knew that I was doing my job very well. And from that, they've already offered me a job for this Christmas. So I know that I've built a good reputation with that company. So my next bit of advice is going to be on mentoring. So the University of Lincoln Careers Department have created a new platform called Lincoln Connect. And if you don't know what Lincoln Connect is, it's a platform for University of Lincoln students and graduates to connect with fellow students and graduates from the university, not just from your course, but from different courses across the campus. And again, it's very similar to LinkedIn. You create a free profile and you can post your opportunities that you're doing on there. If you want to become a mentor, like myself, I'm currently a mentor for drama students. So if you are a current drama student and you do want a bit of advice from myself, or you want to ask me a few questions about my career, I'm more than happy to help you. Just give me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I am also using Lincoln Connect to connect with other drama graduates as well, just so I can just say hello and just ask them a bit about their careers as well. Again, going back to networking, it's a brilliant opportunity and a brilliant platform to network with graduates and current students who are in a similar situation to you maybe. Just message someone and go, hi, I'm Harriet, I'm a drama student. I see that you've graduated in drama as well. Please can you give me some advice about your career and your background? And 9 times out of 10 people are more than happy to help you. So next I want to talk about what I've been doing during the COVID-19 crisis. As we all know, the theatre and the entertainment industry has been hit very hard because all the entertainment and theatre venues have closed. So what I've been doing to keep myself busy, I've been reading a play every few days. So the last couple of days I've been reading Be My Baby by Amanda Whittington. And recently, the National Theatre Live have been posting live broadcasts of National Theatre productions over the past few weeks. The other night, I watched the NT's version of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and it was brilliant. It had Benedict Cumberbatch as the monster. If you haven't seen it, I'd really recommend watching it. It's brilliant. So if you just type into YouTube National Theatre Live, it will come up with it. And I would say to anybody, use the lockdown as an opportunity to network with fellow alumni, updating your CV, writing a cover letter, and also reaching out to companies and organisations that you might be interested in working in. So for me, I reached out to a children's theatre company who specialise in puppet theatre. I just sent them an email with a CV and a cover letter thinking, oh, I'm not going to hear anything from them. They're not interested. They're not looking at the moment. And I got a lovely email back by surprise saying that they didn't have any opportunities at the moment, but they'll keep my details on file for later on down the line. So, you know, that's a positive response, I suppose. And, you know, it's always important to just keep positive and keep smiling and just keep applying for things because you will get something eventually. It will just take time. Just be persistent because just because you don't get something straight away doesn't mean that you're not talented. You are talented. Just keep going, keep positive and keep smiling. So the next point I just want to finish off on is career planning. As I've touched on before, career planning in the creative sector is very, very difficult because a lot of the jobs are freelance and they're also seasonal as well. And you just need to keep applying for opportunities because just because you've applied for a job doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the job. So you will need to top up your income with a short-term cafe job, retail job, warehouse job, whatever that may be, to supplement your creative freelance work. I would highly recommend anybody to get one of these. It's a Filofax. It's brilliant. I live my life by this little thing. So you can have your diary in at the front, and then in the back you have things like a to-do list, and then you have a little contacts index as well, so you can put all your networking contacts in there, any companies that you might be interested in contacting. So yes, do get a diary or a Filofax because it will change your life. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care for now.